This is Germany.
And this is Brittany.
And this is the Black Girl Bravado podcast.
A motivating and encouraging podcast where we focus on building community amongst colorful women alike.
Join us weekly as we sit down and have candid conversations on various topics and issues surrounding self-care, self-love, mental health and wellness, spirituality, entrepreneurship, and much more.
And trust. When we don't have the answers, we'll call on our expert homegirls who do.
Our intention is to create a safe space for growth, inspiration, laughter, and love, free of judgment, in hopes that after you listen, you're a little more knowledgeable or at least a little more entertained than before.
It's homegirl vibes here. Real, raw, and a little funny.
A lot of fucking funny.
So thanks for tuning in to the Black Girl Bravado podcast.
Let's start the show, cuties.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, boo-boo babies.
How's it going?
It's going. Oh, shit. It's going. We climbing towards the end of the year.
We are definitely.
Which reminds us, we need to do our December check-in.
We do.
I will be doing it on
Soon.
Wednesday when I bring your Christmas gift over.
This girl is so adamant about giving me my gift on Christmas Eve, but I'm going to see her on Christmas, so I don't get it.
No. That's actually not Christmas Eve. That's the day before Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Eve's Christmas Eve.
You're not giving me my gift then?
Yes, I am. You cannot stop me. I'll be bringing it in here.
Why? If we're seeing each other on Christmas?
Because I don't want anybody else to give you what I got you. Okay, this is the thing. If
they did, you could just exchange it.
No. That's what we're about to make a pact on. If somebody gets you what I get you, you'll exchange theirs.
Okay, fine.
Okay, now you can get it on Christmas. Now I don't care anymore.
Anyway. So, yeah, how's it going? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was pretty relaxing. What did I do?
What did you do?
I don't know. On Friday, I don't know what I did. Didn't
we?
I don't know what I did on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Friday. I don't know what you did. Saturday, we did Kayla's B-Day.
We did. Okay, that's what we did. On Saturday, we had a nice intimate dinner for an intimate.
Yes, an intimate dinner for an intimate.
Yes. And then Sunday, I just went skating and kept it pretty low key. What about you? What'd you do?
Friday, I don't know. Oh, Friday
I had my niecey. See, that's what I did.
What niece you have?
My niece. I picked her up.
Chloe.
Okay, don't play. Don't start. My niece. My dog
You
niece.
did.
That's what I did. I was home with the dogs on Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I did something.
Friday night, chilling. Saturday, intimate.
Mm-hmm.
In Versus, we will talk about that.
Yeah.
Sunday, beach.
Nice relaxing weekend.
And now a bitch is officially on vacation from her white man gig. Can we get an amen?
Amen.
Yes.
Good, I'm happy.
I made it. Never would have made it.
I'm glad you're on your
Never would have
vacation.
made it. God,
you
damn.
deserve.
You know what? I really wanted to fake work my way into vacation, but they made me crawl into it.
Yeah, there was a lot to do. You had to really work your way.
I had to real work, but
I'm
here.
You're here, yeah. And tomorrow you're gonna have a great day.
For some days, I go back to work on the 7th or the 6th.
Wow.
6th or the 7th.
She's jealous.
Yeah.
Godspeed, beloved.
But you'll be off for a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I gotta get there though. You bitch, if you crawling, I'm bear crawling. I'm like, I'm on hands and knees.
I wish we would have been off on the same week. We could have been skating.
Yeah, that would have been nice if I was off this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You'll find something to occupy your time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's nothing. So,
period.
Today's episode is brought to you by Clorox. When it counts, trust Clorox. The same way we trust essential workers to provide the care they give to us, our families trust us to give them a safe and protected home. Our community heroes trust Clorox to keep places like hospitals and grocery stores disinfected. So I know I too can trust Clorox to provide my home with a safe environment that I can thoroughly enjoy. Usually, I use a little bit of Clorox bleach in my whites to brighten those puppies up. But lately, with the change of season and just infection rates going up. I've been using Clorox bleach on my hard, non-porous surface, my high-touch areas, which would be my appliances, my door handles, all the things that people come into my house and touch on. I don't want those germs living in my home. So lately, I've been doing that to keep things nice and tidy. You too can do the same to keep your home nice and tidy. And just remember that when it counts, trust Clorox. New week, new tea.
Where we kiki with you and you kiki with we.
Welcome. What's good? This is the part of our show where we typically dish tea on hot topics, things that are happening in the world. Rarely things that are happening with us, but we bring it here. So what's going on? What happened?
Versus happened and baby did it happen. So on Saturday, I wasn't able to tap in fully like I would have wanted to because we were preparing for the dinner, entertaining. I was hosting.
Yeah.
But the pieces that I did see on Saturday gave me exactly what I needed. Dance moves were busted out, but today I ran it back.
Yeah.
And, I'm just honored. And it's just an honor and a privilege to be from the motherfucking Bay Area. Okay? Like...
Jack was like, that, and you know how Jack talked. He was so pumped.
What did he say?
He was loving. He was like, man, that shit go. That shit, you know how Jack talked.
My mom was sounding like Jack. She was like, it was cool. You know how they do. She was like, it was cool. They was representing for the town, I'm like, ugh.
I could just hear Connie
She's
talking.
like, they was representing for the town. We was in here.
That's how Jack was talking, that shit was slapping. I'm like, okay. You know how he gets. He immediately gets.
Let me tell you something.
Take it back to Oakland.
To be in high school during the hyphy.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle of the hyphy area.
Whenever I hear those songs, it just takes me back to that place. And I was a hyphy wifey. I was really hyphy. Like I was hyphy AF. I was with all of the shits. Okay. So the way E40 dance is the way I really be dancing. Like acting like I'm in a car. Like
scraper.
You gotta have the footwork. Your neck gotta be stiff. Hands gotta be moving. The DJ, one of the DJs, Big Von, he was on like our radio station. He's like the big boy in the Bay. And then DJ Slowpoke, he used to DJ all the parties that we were going to, like Sweets Barroom, Sons of Italy. This one on Martin Luther King in West Oak. We were just doing a lot.
Yeah.
So it definitely was nostalgic.
It was nostalgic, yeah. It took you back to a special place in time.
Right, especially going to Vallejo High School. Bitch. E40 was everybody's uncle.
Yeah.
Even though he really wasn't.
Dead.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was very epic.
I love a Bay tune.
It was epic.
I love a Bay tune.
And people from the East Coast really don't be fucking with us like that. And I'm like, when somebody...
Why did they say Too Short was trying to like talk shit about like
LA?
SoCal?
Saying that y'all be biting off of us.
That's what I hear.
I mean, there is biting. DJ Mustard, he really be biting the Bay sound. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He do.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if he was talking specifically to him, but if he was, facts, points were made.
Okay.
So he did say something. I missed that part, but he was saying something like, y'all biting off the Bay. You know how Too Short talk.
Yeah. Uncle Short dog in the house.
Period.
I mean, it was a good time. From the Bay to LA.
That was my fave.
That was your favorite? My favorite verses is still T-Pain and Lil Jon. It's still my favorite. Nothing's topping it.
This one was good just because E40 was dancing and he was really making
it
the songs. And it's just, I think it's just being from there. It's the pride that I have.
Yeah, it's the pride.
It's the pride that I have for being from the Bay. It's like, bitch, all my people that I was seeing that I know from the Bay, we was on the same type of time. Bitches were pumped. They said it was a Super Bowl of the Bay.
Brittany, log off. Y'all gotta log off.
We were logged on, tapped in, turned on.
Right, the Abraham. The Abraham of the Bay.
It was the Super Bowl of the Bay. Because I seen everybody going dumb, going stupid, remember we used to say going dummy retarded?
I've never actually said that. But you would know. You would know.
Well, bitch.
You would know.
Yeah.
You hold it down. You hold it down for us.
So.
I love it. Now, what I need to see is a Warren G DJ quick battle. The day Warren G and DJ Quick, I feel like that would be a good mashup.
For the
I feel like that would be a pretty good mashup. Although Warren G hasn't had as many like.
I was about to say I'm haven't been a big fan. I'm not a fan, but I only know regulators.
Yeah.
Whatever else.
I mean, I'm trying to think of who another DJ Quick mashup would be. DJ Quick for sure needs his somebody to piece up with him. And it can't be Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg is like a little bit too large.
Snoop Dogg already went with DMX.
Oh, yeah. See? I didn't watch
Snoop
that.
Dogg was cutting up. I only watched a little bit of it.
But y'all tell me, you're from LA. You already know the vibes. DJ Quick. Ooh, I love DJ Quick. Okay. Give me somebody who would match up with DJ Quick.
I don't know.
I
wish that Nate Dogg was still around.
Oh, for sure.
Hell no.
Nah. And that's the thing. I forgot that I didn't even know it was an E40 song.
E40, he looked good.
He looked great.
He looked really good. And
we'll give him his flowers.
He was really gigging.
He was fucking it up. We will say. What else is he?
And
you know what else? Really quick sidebar. I think people are here just kind of over the streaming content. Like
I don't think they are.
You don't think
not
they're
the
over
verses? Bitch, people have functions in their backyards with this verses.
There wasn't that many people in the verses though. It was like 200,000.
That's because people from other parts of the world don't really fuck with the Bay. So I don't think it's because they're over the verses. I think that it's just that if you're not California, you're from California, so we really fuck with them.
Yeah, we know it's
but
popping.
People outside are like, oh, E42, sure, I don't really give a fuck about them.
That's probably small fish.
Right.
Yeah, small fish. It's
but I
fish.
mean, their loss.
Okay.
So anyway, we were supposed to be getting our superpowers today at 12. I was up at 12 and I didn't feel activated.
The Negro solstice.
There's so much stuff happening today with the planets and the stars and Aquarius and Scorpio. I don't know the exact thing, but it's supposed to be some powerful shit. This is the first time Scorpio Aquarius is wherever it's at in 19 years. There was an eclipse.
Tons of things happening in the ether.
Tons of things happening on top of it being 2020. And the word on the block is from a tweet. A woman said that the black people were supposed to be getting their superpowers today. So, the jokes were flying on Twitter, on Instagram. Motherfuckers had that filter on.
They make their eyes look like a laser.
Like Dr. Kumar saying that they felt like they had their powers. I was like, where are my powers at? Because I feel the same the way I felt on the 20th.
This morning when I was making my water, when I was preparing, I'm thinking like, if my powers just start right now, I'm trying to think like, what would I have? And they said that's how
you got to start. You got to drink water with lemon.
Really? I do that every day.
They said you got to drink water with lemon to activate your powers.
Water with lime is what I drink every day.
And then somebody was like, drink a little ginger ale, lay down.
Once I seen this Michael Jackson, I'm sure y'all have all seen it, where Michael Jackson is like at a concert and he's like moving his foot and they were like, dun, 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 dun. They were like, if your powers haven't started, you got to do this to activate it. And the foot was like, we'll post that on our story. What would you want your power to be? I would say maybe invisibility. I mean, but it could be anything.
Anything.
I don't know. It wouldn't be mind reading because I thought about that this morning. I was like, I don't want to know what people fucking thinking about me or thinking about shit. I don't want to fucking know.
No, I don't want to know.
And it wouldn't be
your mind, baby.
It wouldn't be flight. I don't give a fuck about that.
I know who?
Flight, like to fly places. I wouldn't want to do that.
Transport, being able to transport, that would be cool.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. What is that? Being able to transport.
Being able to transport, like
so
get from here to work.
Drive.
Oh, save some mileage on my whip. Sorry. Maybe. I don't know. Invisibility. I mean, you could be everywhere at once. Like, not everywhere at once, but you could just pull up. Then you could hear the conversation.
I would want access to unlimited coins.
No, I don't think that's like a superpower. That's not like I don't think that's a see people taking
No,
advantage.
it is. I say it is what it is. Black people deserve. Yes.
That doesn't seem like a superpower though. Like I have access.
Yes, it
to
does. I
unlimited
have
money.
access. Yes, it's a superpower.
Okay,
for
well
sure.
then, honestly, truly, then you would need to share your power with me, and I would need to get
No.
power and share with you.
What is the power you're sharing me? Go creep up on these niggas like, girl, I done teleported to your nigga house and I saw what I saw.
Yeah, that's why I would do invisibility.
Like, Germany, I need you to put in your cloak and go pull up on this nigga.
I would be putting it on.
What did you see? What
Bitch.
did you see? Tell me what you saw. Now tell
Like,
me who she was.
Who the bitch is, right?
Tell
Remember with that little cloak, like in Hogwarts, Harry Potter, bitch, I would have my cloak on.
Yeah.
Okay, I would be like, Brittany, give me my cloak. Hand me my cloak, bitch. I'm out of here.
Period.
I would have the bitch sitting on the driver's
Put
seat.
your shit on.
On the passenger seat, I would put my cloak.
Sitting in the car park with the cloak on. You don't see me, but I see you. That's what happened to me when I had stole at Walmart. The security guard told me.
Ooh,
we had
scary.
saw him in the parking lot before we went in. Security guard gonna say to us, while y'all was watching me, I was watching you.
That's some
I'm
old
like,
shit. He was probably old and black.
He was black. And
I would have that cloak on, and as soon as that nigga opened up the door, I would slip right into his house. He come back from doing something, I would be boop, right there
and then
sitting on
take
the
the
couch.
cloak right off.
No, that's right.
No, I'm gonna take the cloak right off, and you go see what I saw, and I'm saying what I'm saying.
And then when it's time to go, I'll pop the cloak back on, vanish in this
Period.
bitch.
Like, you don't know where I'm gonna be.
I'm like, oh,
So,
you thought, huh, nigga?
yeah,
Bow.
you don't know where I'm gonna be, so you better be on your best behavior.
Oh my god.
And that's on period.
And that's when Mary had a little lamp.
That's on it.
Oh my god.
Be on your best behavior, because I can put this thing on and off, and we can play if you want to play.
The play all day.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's so funny. Yeah, I seen a lot of memes. We'll post that one with the Michael Jackson on the story.
Yeah, make sure you post it, because you got it.
Yeah, it's so funny. What else is tea?
The stimulus. So they finally come to a deal
Roll the stimmy.
about the stimulus. So it was supposed to be another $1,200 stimulus. That's what was initially being said. But then they couldn't come to an agreement. Congress went on recess. They came back. And now they're saying that the $600 stimulus checks should be dispersed this week. So the thing with this one is everybody in the home, including kids, will be getting $600. So if you got 4 people in your house, that's $2,400 coming to the crib.
No, but they're now saying it is child dependence. It's not adult
Not
dependence.
adult dependence. I'm talking about kids. Sorry, kids.
Which sucks.
So if it's a kids and two married people, that's $2,400. But if you have your grandma, if you claim your grandma, you ain't getting your grandma's money.
And if you claim your adult children who are like 21, 22, like people do.
Yeah, no. But they get their own. They get their own money. So it's kids dependent. So whoever's in the home, that's a child. So you're gonna get $600. Married couples earning up to $150,000, they'll receive the $1,200. If you make under $7,000 or under, you get the $600, and then they start going down from there. $75,000, you get the $600, and then they start going down from there. They're gonna do an additional $300 a week in the unemployment
benefits
through March 14th, 2021.
I'm pissed.
Why?
I want the full number one. 600 is like nothing. That's like a drop in the bucket for people.
But it's still some. No.
I know. But what I'm saying is, for people like me, honestly, it would be a blessing to get whatever, because I'm still working through the motherfucking pandemic. I haven't had any issues, right? But for people who are really experiencing hardship, who
It's
really
a slap
lost their
in the face.
it's a slap in the face.
When
it's
they
like,
did the
what?
math, they said we've been getting $5 a day.
Yeah, and that's the same shit they run in for people in third world countries. For 20 cents a day, you can sponsor a child. This is fucked up. That's nothing. But I'm still mad. I want the full 6. Don't say 7,500. Give me a 75,000. Give me a number that's like 200,000, 150,000. 75K, nigga.
And
what?
you know that now they done agreed to that. They agreed to that so quickly. So now they're going to be sending out the checks next week.
I'll let y'all know how much I got.
And I need that to be immediately deposited into my account to reimburse me for these Christmas presents.
Right. Last time I got $974.
Give me back the money that I spent on the Christmas presents.
We just want everything the devil stole. Honestly, we've been paying y'all in motherfucking taxes. Y'all got our money. Everybody should have an account set up with all the taxes that they pay. We should be drawing on that money. Like, you've paid $2 million in taxes over the last
Imagine that.
umpteenth million years. Now, here you go. We're going to give you a percentage of that. I would be like, yes, give me my inheritance. That would be like your inheritance.
The reparation.
Come on. I hate it here. I really fucking do.
It's very ghetto in America. Very ghetto. They've started rolling out the vaccine to the frontline workers. So I'm hoping that means change is going to come.
They are rolling it out. They've given out 3,000 vaccines in my health system.
3 at your job? 3,000?
In our health system, 3,000.
What's your health system? What's your health system?
The health system is like
your hospitals?
The systems, yeah. The hospitals that make up the complete system. 3,000 vaccines have been distributed to people who are working in the purple zones. And then next will be probably the rest of us who work there. They can have mine. My job got 970.
Now, are they mandated or highly recommended?
Recommended. It really is optional. It's not.
So if you choose not to get it, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You good? I'm like, somebody could take mine.
So after
people know I'm an anti-vaxxer.
I mean, people are like, all of the frontline workers are taken care of, then they're going to be rolling it out in tiers to the public.
Yeah. Supposedly.
And then from there, we should be able to open back up.
Yeah, 70 to 80% of people have to get the vaccine
before we can open.
I encourage you all to get it. I encourage you all. One of my homegirls at work were like, I said, did you get your vaccine? She was like, yeah. I know you're not getting it. I'm like, I'm not. She was like, I know all the docs know too. We know you're an anti-vaxxer. I said,
damn, the anti-vaxxer?
Like, right, that's such a stigma. I was like, don't spread that. Don't say anti-vaxxer.
Yeah,
because then people think you're like granola hippie and like, you're gonna make fucking the mumps come back or some shit. You know how people be like,
yeah.
The mumps,
the measles,
you're living without that, huh? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Y'all just get your COVID vaccine and let the outside open back up and we can continue on.
So we're about to see like how long it's going to take the outside to open back up. So whatever the new normal is. I'm thinking maybe
next year.
Summer?
No. Because majority of the population, it won't be offered to them until April or May. I can't imagine it being like, okay, everybody's vaccinated. Like, now let's open things back up. Maybe towards the end of the year. I feel like
it may be like a slow phase.
They might open back the outdoor dining. Did you see they're suing Gavin?
The restaurants?
Yes. The restaurants are suing Gavin Newsom, who's the governor of California, for banning outdoor dining.
For how much?
I don't know exactly. I just seen it briefly before we started chatting here.
Oh, wow. No,
you know people don't fuck around, though.
Yeah,
they're pissed. They're really pissed.
I mean, some restaurants are really going to tank, and I'm just hoping it's none of my faves. Because to see them go
and
hurt me.
My favorite other small businesses better not go under.
Wax Candy.
My nail place. Honestly, actually, it could go. It could go because I haven't been pleased with the work. I haven't been pleased with the work, but I like the girl, but not the. And honestly, if I don't like the work, I don't like the girl.
I done had so many nail places during this pandemic. This is actually only my second during the pandemic. They never stopped, and they're not gonna stop.
Okay, Diddy.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. What else is popping? That's it.
That's it for the tea.
Okay,
but there is something else popping,
what?
And that is the ratings and reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new whip just hopped in.
There it is.
So if you're new here, the ratings and the reviews really help our show. Last week we put out a CTA and the homegirl showed up and they showed out telling us what it is for them. And it was the relatability for them, the sisterhood, the realness,
the bravado,
the bay to LA for them.
So many things. Thank y'all.
So let me read our review of the week. This one comes from Sheila. She says, y'all are popping. It's the jokes and the LA to the Bay vibe you ladies bring every episode for me. I have been in tears with laughter numerous times listening to you guys, and I just feel like y'all are my personal homegirls. I'm from LA and now I reside in the Bay, so here I get the best of both worlds. Keep up the great work, the fulfilling, inspiring conversations, and the realness. Yeah, it's the realness for me too.
Dead. But yeah, it's the realness.
Much love, you guys, and the utmost respect. Your sis, Sheila.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Sheila.
Let me love you.
Thank you for the review. Comes. There were so many. Like,
keep it
we
up.
got the new Boo Boo babies here. One homegirl said, it's the homegirls getting major brand sponsors for me.
You know what's popping. Brand new whip just hopped in.
Keep opening up new doors for yourselves because we love to see it.
Yeah.
We love to see it too. When they hit our inbox, we love it when we see it. So we're glad that
Exactly.
you guys are noticing that
Yeah.
because they're here to stay.
Next, if you haven't already, well, actually, if you have already, here's something else. There's a new CTA. Join us over on Patreon. We have a really close-knit community over there. It's an extension of what we do over here on the podcast. It's a monetary journey. We're sharing tons of extra goodies, bonus episodes, playlists.
We do a check-in every month where we basically tell our business. That's what the bonus episode is. We sit down, we talk about things we've been experiencing. I need to comb through because I think somebody has infiltrated our secret safe space.
Will you be talking about that this week?
On Patreon? I got a lot to be mad about. No, I got a lot to talk about. I got a few things to share.
So yeah, if you are loving what we do here, join us over there. We don't be knowing who listening over here, so we try to be,
We try to not say it all here and take it over there because...
But damn, people are robbing our safe space.
I think somebody has gotten through, but we will find you. But for the other homegirls, sit tight and keep it cute. We also have our close homegirl story on Instagram where we share things like little text messages and
just whatever we
things.
Want to share. Mm-hmm. Who are our patrons this week?
Our patrons this week are... if you see a new picture, point them out. Where they at? Point them out. Where they at?
There.
Aisha.
Hey, Aisha.
Rihanna.
Hey, Rihanna.
Brittany,
what's good, girl?
Kendra.
Hey, Kendra.
And Shama.
Hey, Shama.
Shama? Yeah.
Shama ranks. What is that?
ASAP Rocky? Is that ASAP Rocky?
I think that's ASAP Ferg.
Quickly. Do you think that Rihanna and thank y'all, first of all, for the patrons. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you for joining us over there.
Do you think that Rihanna had a whole debate about this today? Do you think that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are in an entanglement or a relationship?
It's probably relational.
Period.
I'm getting relationship vibes.
It's a whole...
I think they've always had a little thing.
Right.
And I think that they have some really great chemistry. The chemistry
they probably
is there.
have some really
hot, heavy sex. The sex is probably hot and heavy.
It's hot and heavy for me.
It's hot and heavy, and that's how I like it. Heavy and hot. Yeah, for sure. Relationship.
Hot.
Speaking of which, I'll be using my Tracy's dog tonight.
Oh, I thought you were going to introduce it with partner.
I almost did. I was on the brink.
What happened?
I was on the brink.
I almost packed mine. I said, put it down. Put it down.
Wait, you almost brought it in?
We doing too much.
Yeah,
on
the check-in.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to get on the close friend story and tell them that.
Yeah. Okay. So, So what happened?
Oh no, last week's episode.
Yeah.
So last week's episode was episode 169. Damn, we're really getting to the top. We started off a new series, Wellness in Color. And the episode was Healing Through Sound with Talia Randolph. So Talia is a skilled practitioner in the healing modalities of sound, Reiki, meditation, and yoga. She's on a mission to ignite the seeds of light within the hearts of all beings. And in last week's episode, we chatted with Talia about the benefits of sound healing, the differences between mantras and affirmations, and how to use sound therapy as an internal reset. So in our episode last week, Talia was basically reminding us that sound therapy is a powerful tool that is available at our disposal to assist us along our healing journey. So that episode was really good. A lot of you really loved it. It was really great for us. We have done sound baths multiple times. It's very accessible here in LA. But Talia just was able to give us a very candid conversation, or offer us a candid conversation about what she does through sound healing. And hopefully it piqued your interest and you are exploring sound healing.
Yeah. It was a goodie.
Yeah, it was a goodie. So this week.
Hey y'all. During this quarantine, I have been rocking my hair in protective styles because I just really haven't had the time to do anything to my hair. But in between the styles, I've been making sure to keep my hair hydrated and moisturized by using Aussie's Miracle Moist collection. Listen to me. The conditioner, the shampoo made with avocado and Australian jojoba oil are bae. They're so good. They're nourishing. They provide moisture. They protect my curls. I love it here, and I feel like you'll love it too. Aussie knows what they're doing. So if you're looking for products that are affordable, easy to find, starting at $2.99, you can learn more about Aussie products by following them on Instagram at Aussie Hair USA. Listen to me, you won't be disappointed. Aussie is one of my tried and true. My hair is thriving, and I know when summer comes around, I'm gonna have hot girl hair and a hot girl summer. Check it out and let me know how you all love it.
This week, what are we doing?
So this week we are continuing our Wellness in Color series, and we brought another homegirl on to chat with us about all things outdoorsy, inclusivity, wellness, sustainable fashion, all the good things that we love.
Yes.
Especially with this pandemic, outdoors has become our new BFFs.
Yeah. So today we are going to be talking with our boo-boo baby, Evelynn Escobar. She is the creator and the founder of Hike Clerb, which is a hiking club here in LA. She's going to tell us all about what she does and just give us the insight that we've been yearning for.
Who she is.
Yeah.
So without further ado, hey Evelyn, tell our listeners who you are.
So I am a multi-passionate and multifaceted creator. I'm the founder of Hike Clerb, which is an intersectional women's hiking group based in Los Angeles, as well as just an activist by nature and model and self-taught nail artist, Virgo, Beyonce lover. The list can go on and on.
We love to say our signs.
And I love a Virgo. I too am a Virgo. I love my Virgo sisters.
I know a lot of Virgos.
You love us, huh?
I do. I really do. I love Virgos. I'm an earth sign. I'm an air sign, so it just works out. Virgos kind of ground me.
Do we? Yeah.
Yeah, y'all do.
Yeah, because the airs be way up there.
Oh my God.
But Ev, okay, so Hike Clerb. I follow Hike Clerb. I wanted to come join some of the hikes, but then COVID happened, so I haven't had a chance to join yet. But what inspired you to start that? Like, what is the purpose behind Hike Clerb? What motivated you to get it cracking and get it going?
Well, really, it was just my experience of going and doing just like outdoorsy things and realizing how homogenous the landscape was. I mean, I moved to LA. It's been 6 years now, and I would hike around LA often. By the time I moved here, I had done all of the major hikes, and I would hike by myself often, which is not the safest thing. But then I started to explore and go out to national parks, like visiting the Grand Canyon. I visited Zion National Park. That was like my first little nature road trip. And on that trip, I just realized that these national parks are just so white. Mm-hmm. And, I would get just like curious stares like on the trails, and I'm just like, why are y'all looking at me crazy? Mm-hmm. I look more like the people who this land actually belongs to. Mm-hmm. And so it was just really one of the things that I'm like, why is it this way? And I know it doesn't have to be this way, because if I'm interested in this, there are many other women of color, specifically Black and brown women, who have an interest or a desire to be in nature. And I want to create a community where we can all come together and sort of, I can facilitate a kind of start into someone's relationship with nature so that they can experience sort of the healing that I did, that they can feel represented and welcomed and safe because there's safety in numbers. So really it was like a multitude of things.
I love that. When you speak about going to these national parks and various areas, because it's way different hiking or being in nature in LA, because LA is more like a melting pot. We see all type of people, and I think build a familiarity with seeing so many different type of people that when we see others on the trails or out in the in nature here, we're like, oh, what's up? It feels natural. But specifically speaking, when Brittany and I went to Arizona to Sedona, girl, the red state vibes, I was like, ooh. It was really interesting and uncomfortable being out there, and you do feel othered, you know, like we were out there just hiking, doing our thing, and it's like people had never seen black folks.
They were looking at us in amazement too.
Yeah, I'm like, damn,
right?
You never seen all this good honey in person? I'm like, what's up with it? It was definitely like strange. So, you know, this is definitely necessary to have this type of space for us because, bitch, I'm like, I'm not feeling like I belong.
Yeah,
exactly. And like I said, it is so crazy because, you know, one of the things that we've done with Hike Clerb this year, because we have literally all had to like stay at home and not gather in groups as much, is really dive into why the outdoors are so white and like the racist history of this land. And, you know, obviously to start, like we all exist on stolen land. It's because of the blood that was shed and the sacrifices that were made, and basically like the domestic terrorism that happened to the Native American people of this actual land, that we now have these national parks and these other sort of like national and state sanctioned areas for us to go to in that way. And you know, people oftentimes are like, oh, the outdoors are just like above politics and everything else. Like it's nature, you know what I mean? Like, how can this be a political thing? But it is political. Everything is political.
Yes.
And it's not free of its own sort of, you know, racist, whitewashed history.
Period.
Talk about it.
I'm like, say it. You put the nail in the coffin, baby.
You really did.
That's true. That's true. And you know, white people do be feeling like they own everything.
Everything.
I'm like, damn, y'all don't own outside.
Right. Like we can't hike. You like hiking. We want to hike. We want to run.
I know. And it seems so foreign for black people of color, to want to be outside. Like you mentioned, Ev, like there's healing in being out in nature. There's restoration, recentering, grounding, being in nature. And we all deserve to be here. This ain't y'all shit is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yes. And I mean, there's like so many different resources too, to sort of read about, just like being black and being in nature and the inherent relationships that are there. Like, you know, this country, it's like they expected us to like sow the land and then our relationship to the land stop at that. You know what I mean? Like we have this inherent connection to it, but then they act like it's so foreign when we want to actually recreate, when we want to have fun, when we want to feel joy, when we want to heal on the land on our own terms. Right. And it should not be that way.
It shouldn't. And so we've spoken about doing outdoorsy things, which can be predominantly white or appear to be predominantly white. We've seen you talk about growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood or state. How was that? How was your experience being mixed race growing up there? Do you see any similarities to like now creating that avenue for us in outdoors space?
I mean, I think everything that I have experienced has definitely played a role in who I am now, what I've created now, and just the work that I continue to do. You know, I am Black and Guatemalan American, but Guatemalan and indigenous to that land. So I grew up with this perspective of having you know, hearing these stories from my grandmother who grew up in like an actual indigenous experience as like a Maya Quiche woman in Guatemala, and hearing about the stripes and, you know, the oppression and the racism that indigenous people endure in our community there, but also being, you know, a Black mixed race person in Virginia. Like it was that experience just has really defined everything. And because I've had sort of this like circular sort of holistic view because of it, it has shaped basically everything that I do, as far as like being very intentional, being very feeling that inherent responsibility that I have to do and create and make these spaces that we need, and to also, you know, help support and foster and lift as I climb, because I think, you know, it is so important that when we are given sort of these tools and this access and or whatever sort of powers that we end up getting, that we continue to pass it on. It is all of our inherent responsibility to do so.
Period. It's the work of the Black woman. Everything you said, exactly. I'm like, we work so hard all the time.
We do.
Yes.
We really do. No, I mean, it's admirable work that you're doing. It's necessary work that you're doing. And all of our experiences are only shaping, you know, what we're here to do, we're here to live out the way we live out our purpose, rather. And I think when we tap into our experiences as children or lifestyle, livelihood, we're able to grow in the way that we should be going, like this show. I feel like what you do with Hike Clerb, which I love the name and I want to get into that too. Yeah. What you do with Hike Clerb is similar to what we do here with this show, you know, recognizing a need and a lack, and understanding that it's important for women of color, people of color, specifically Black people and Black women to have spaces where we feel like we deserve to be, to feel seen and to feel heard. And I feel like there's that definitely alignment with what you do and like what we do and what so many other creatives are doing right now is so important.
It is. And it's just building community.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely building community. And you can build community in so many different ways. Like Germany said, we build it here with the podcast. You build it with Hike Clerb and the other things you're involved in. What does community mean to you?
I think when I talk about like a sense of responsibility, it's also sort of this responsibility to community. Like, you know, obviously Hike Clerb is like a very literal representation of community, but no matter what sort of work I've done, you know, I always have that same North Star of making sure that I am doing what I can to help either represent Black people or to, you know, help open doors or help people on their journeys, whatever it is. Because, you know, even just like in work, I've been freelancing for the last year of my life, which has been such a crazy ride. But before that, I was working full-time for Undefeated, and I helped to get the first Black woman up on the billboard on La Brea Avenue. Wow. And this was like an intentional moment as far as like, I think we had a billboard that previously had like Whitney Houston or something on there, but this was the first time that we had like a Black female athlete in this very white male dominated space get on this billboard. And that is like a whole story in itself that involved like Nike and us, but it's just sort of a nod to just like it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm always trying to do good and do better for my community in whatever way I can. So if that means helping make that billboard happen, then that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Advancing us. That's what it seems like to me.
Exactly.
Have you always had that spirit though? Or is this something that has come to you as you mature and you become an adult? Or have you always been like, fuck
I'm a
that?
Virgo, so basically I came out of the womb this way. No, but seriously, it seriously has always been something that was ingrained into me from a very, very young age. I know I mentioned my grandma, and she is a huge part of why it was, but I have always had this bigger sense of sort of responsibility and purpose to do everything that I can to just contribute to the greater good in that way. And when I talk about the greater good, I mean, it is really specifically talking about Black and brown people, because obviously that community and that communal tie is so strong.
Yes. I want to back up a little bit because we just immediately got into like, okay, Hike Clerb, like tell people a little bit about yourself personally, like who Evelyn is along your journey. Because you mentioned freelancing and having a past with Undefeated. Like, share a little, if you're comfy, cozy about your journey and how you even got here, you know?
Yeah, so like we mentioned a little bit, I grew up in Northern Virginia. Shout out to Woodbridge, Virginia.
Okay.
But I kind of grew up around Northern Virginia, obviously mainly in Woodbridge. I went to school in Richmond. I went to VCU. So I had this very like non-traditional sort of LA story. I mean, I know a lot of LA people are transplants, but like I didn't go to college here. I decided to come here later. But after college, I actually did an internship in the office of the First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Okay.
And then after that...
Forever First Lady.
Forever.
Forever in our hearts.
The only one we acknowledge.
Exactly.
Period.
The only one we acknowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately started working. And I wasn't working in like, you know, a dream job or anything. I was literally doing production for this website that used to be like Groupon called Living Social. And while I was there, they started a social media team. And because I had been interning in social media stuff like while in college, I ended up getting hired for their team. And then soon after that, kind of soon, I ended up moving to LA, where I started doing social for a women's shoe brand. So once I got to LA, I kind of just jumped around from like fashion and beauty brands. And then my last job, I obviously ended up at Undefeated. But in the meantime, once I got out here and I realized sort of the landscape of, you know, the work that I do and how everyone who is sort of doing like social media professionally is also paying attention to what they post and, you know, branding themselves in that way, I was like, oh, wait, I need to actually pay attention to that, because if I want more jobs, I need to be able to like hold my own and to show that I can like grow my own sort of thing. And so that is kind of what got me to start paying attention to my own sort of social media platforms. And then from there, just kind of paying attention and like testing and learning and figuring out what exactly I wanted to share. That ended up taking a life of its own. And it allowed me to finally just go freelance last year. And it has been so crazy. This has been the craziest year of my life, but it's been so fulfilling. And I've gotten to work on projects that I would have never in a million years thought that I would be working on. So it's been a serious blessing, but also just a wild ride, period.
Period. Think fast. Are you a pick person or the floss string sort? No matter how you clean in between, Quip has you covered, and their new refillable floss pick makes it easy on the go. You all know Quip, the electronic toothbrush you hear about all the time, but it's their sleek, reusable floss pick you'll want to use next. The durable handle is easy to guide, restrings with a click, and comes with a compact mirrored dispensing case for on the go.
I love how cute and sleek it is.
Yes.
Plus, a single refill pod replaces over 180 single-use plastic flossers, so it's better for your teeth and the environment. Not a pick person? Quip also has refillable floss string that expands to clean. This holiday season, check out Quip's exclusive deals. And if you go to getquip.com/BGV right now, you'll get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/BGV. Let me spell that for you. GETQUIP.com/BGV. Quip. Better oral health made simple.
You social really well. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Like your social, your page is on point.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow,
Well,
the
thank
aesthetic. I'm feeling the fits. I'm feeling the nails. I'm feeling the messages.
It's the nail art for me.
It's all the messages for me. I'm like, okay, come on, Ev. Bring it around. Bring it around, okay? Give us intentional posts, okay?
Yeah.
I'm working on that. I'm terrible
thank
with
you.
social. I'm terrible. I suck.
It definitely helps having basically my background be in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be some shit if I actually sucked at it. But it clearly was a natural alignment, and I'm glad that I just listened to that inkling to keep going that direction, because even early on I understood that if I can sort of understand this and like master this practice, that will open sort of the gates to kind of everything else. You know what I mean? Because it is a tool. It is literally a social and community tool. And if you can talk to people and if you can captivate people in that way, then you can take that and run with it to do anything.
You're speaking to us right now.
That is a gym. I hope you guys had your pens.
I had mine because
mental pens.
We talk about how difficult it is for us with social, and me personally. Like like I said, I'm terrible. I have this fear of fucking vulnerability and sharing, and it's a lot, you know. So,
but like you have to just show up as your authentic self, and that requires some vulnerability.
Yeah.
But you know, it is the more that you sort of invest in yourself in that way, the more that you give yourself the opportunities that you eventually want to be paid for and you want people hitting you up about, then that stuff will all come. Like I always say, you know, I basically spent, I don't know, a solid like 3 years of just doing my own little side hustle of like trying to, you know, create a platform that I felt actually was seamless with me, and that allowed me to eventually quit my full-time job and just make that sort of my full-time thing. But that would not have been possible had I not used social media as a tool of like self-development and discovery, because I think a lot of people get lost in thinking they have to be this way or that way to be successful on social media. But it's like the more that you can authentically unlock yourself and do things that come naturally to you, that don't feel like a burden or doesn't feel like you're, you know, putting on sort of this front, then the smoother the ride will be.
Period. Because that's my ride be rocky. My ride be bumpy.
The roller coaster.
I'm like, ooh, shit, the potholes. I'm like, okay, there's potholes in my route.
Yeah,
it's too hard.
I think that what Ev said, two things that stuck out were authenticity and vulnerability. And I think there's really an art to being vulnerable, which this is give Ev's her flowers. I think you've mastered the art of being vulnerable because you share things that we can clearly see that you're being transparent, but you're not oversharing. It's just giving small peaks and it's showing us relatability and that you are being open, but it's not like, oh, we know all about
business, right?
we know all about her, but it's like we know small pieces about her that make her relatable, that make her human, and it's really done with art. So kudos to you for doing that.
Period, Pooh.
Well, thank you so much. Honestly, when it comes to like that balance of obviously not oversharing but sharing enough so people know that you're not a fucking robot,
right,
is really Beyonce. Although now she's more so on the robot side, but there was a point where she was a little bit more balanced. But what I kind of always use her as my North Stars, because, you know, even now, even though she doesn't really do interviews and stuff like that, we all know a ton about Beyonce. But when she wants to keep something private, that shit is unlocked. You know what I mean? She still lives her private life and does her thing. So I always sort of think of her as my North Star when it comes to privacy.
And now, Ev, you are my North Star.
The guide in life.
And now you are mine, okay?
No, I do say, we used to say all the time, like, what would Beyonce do? When we knew that we needed to get on our shit with the social, we were like, what would Beyonce do? And you're right. She does have the art of vulnerability mastered, because we still do not know what happened in that elevator.
Oh, yeah, that's
the fact that we don't know.
So weak.
Yeah.
I'm like, Queen, just tell us what happened, sis. What happened?
We'll never get that tea.
But
I know we do need some questions and some answers, but we will never get those because you know she ain't saying shit.
But she be teasing, you know. Of course, shit goes down when there's $1 billion in the elevator.
But we just want to know what was the shit that went down.
We want to know. Beyonce, if you're listening, details. We're still waiting. We're still waiting.
But I really love how transparent you are about your skin journey, about how you speak about your hyperpigmentation and your psoriasis. That is admirable, because I too had a skin journey, like I think it started like 2 years ago or 3, maybe three.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened, but my skin I do know what happened. It was the birth control that my primary care physician subscribed to me. That was horrible. My skin just went haywire. When I say it was like,
fuck you, bitch. That's what your skin was saying.
That's what my skin said.
Yeah, it just woke up one day and said, fuck you.
One day it just went crazy. I couldn't like gain control of it. It was just horrible, and like it really affected my confidence. And seeing you share that on social media is like a different level for me, because I was battling it, but I was battling it alone. I couldn't imagine me posting something on the feed like, you know,
this is me.
This is it. Yeah. Like, this is what's happening. So like, where did you find that confidence to be transparent about your skin journey on social?
Honestly, it took me a very long time to sort of come to that, but eventually I came to the point that, like, if you are that bitch, you are that bitch with spots, without spots, you know, purple hair, red hair, whatever it is, that doesn't change.
Right.
And, you know, it's something that I have had to deal with since I was like in high school. I've had psoriasis since then, but it's appeared in like many different forms. You know, sometimes it's been better, sometimes it's been worse, sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. And I think just this sort of journey, like I said, I've really used sort of social media as this tool to pull like the best out of myself. And in doing so, finally realized like it is so silly to not talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm someone who is like, you gotta champion everything that you got, including the fucking, you know, breakouts that may happen every once in a while, because that's fucking real.
Right.
And otherwise, you, like you said, you're suffering in silence, or you're you know, wearing clothes to mask it so people don't like. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be just like showing, you know, the highlights. And if you see me out in a short sleeve shirt, you're going to see, you know, my little spots in my arms if I'm flaring up that time. So it was just more so like, this is real. This is what it is. And I, you know, people would like ask me, or like, oh, you know, what is that? Whatever. And it's just like, it shouldn't be this taboo thing. It should be normal to talk about it. I'm not the only one with a fucking skin issue. You know what I mean? It's just, it's been taboo to talk about, and that I just feel like it's just so antiquated. Like, we should be open about these things. We should be talking about these things. We shouldn't be hiding ourselves. We shouldn't feel shameful because sometimes our skin may appear different, you know, every once in a while. And you know what is so crazy is that in doing so, and in this whole like sort of skin journey, I have booked some of my biggest fucking shoots at the times when like my skin was like peak flare. Like, I did this Refinery 29 shoot. I did this shoot for Girlfriend Collective. And I remember with the Girlfriend Collective one, there were a few girls commenting on the post like, oh my God, I have psoriasis too, and I've never seen a model with psoriasis. And that for me was just everything, because I also had never seen it. And so to be that person and to just, you know, be fearless about it was just a really beautiful thing.
You know, I was just
liberating.
I'm veggie backing on that. I was actually going to say, in the process of you being so transparent and vulnerable comes these aligning opportunities, like the partnership that you have with the My Topicals. I'm like, look at this.
Yeah.
Shit is coming out of vulnerability. And
No,
this is what makes me say a bag is on the other side.
A bag is on the other side.
A bag has to be on the other side. Okay. Post some shit.
We are where the money motherfucking resides.
Where the money resides. Where the money resides.
By seamless alignment. Like, that's,
God.
I think that is like just the biggest thing that I preach, is when you are just showing up 100% as your authentic, true self, everything just starts to kind of unfold in front of you. But the important thing is to always be listening to that inner voice that guides you in the directions that you need to go. And if you are doing all of those things, you will always succeed. You will not fail.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Wait, what? What? You are very sick.
We all know the holidays provide the perfect excuse to get a little more glammed up than usual. Thrive Cosmetics is one of our favorite beauty brands right now, offering high-performance, award-winning products that are both vegan and cruelty-free. And right now, they have some amazing discounted sets that are perfect for gifting. Plus, for every product you buy, they donate to help a woman thrive. Talk about spreading holiday cheer.
Thrive Cosmetics products are made with high-performance, skin-loving ingredients. Their clinically proven formulas highlight your best features and improve your skin over time. All Thrive products are formulated without parabens, sulfates, or phthalates.
Beautiful. And you know, a lot of their holiday sets available right now include a free tube of their best-selling liquid lash extensions mascara.
Oh, wow.
You've ranted and raved
What
about
a
this
steal.
mascara.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the name for me. The liquid lash extension. That means there's lash extensions in the tube.
Without paying the arm and a leg?
Yeah.
Wow, the liquid lash extensions are literally this is my favorite mascara if you guys don't know. If you see me popping on the gram, it's this mascara that I have on.
What do you love about it?
I love that it's cruelty free. I love that it's vegan, of course. I love that it doesn't flake off. It's long lasting. I can wear it a couple days. You know, I like to do that. It's called lash extensions. Come on. Mm-hmm. I can wear it for a couple days and still no flaking, no blacking around my eyes. So it's bae. And you know what else is super easy to wash off when you actually get in the shower to remove it.
Oh, that's good. So you're not losing any of your lashes.
No. The lashes are intact and the extensions are off.
Sometimes they become so clumped up. It's like, oh, I need my lashes. So love to hear that Thrive is doing what they need to do. Mm-hmm. I love their gloss hydrating lip serum. The clear. It gives me really cute, like perky kissable lips, and it's so hydrating. Like my lips feel so smooth. I was suffering from a little bit of dry lip, and when I put that serum on my lips, the dry lip was gone.
Revitalized.
So Thrive knows what they're doing, baby.
They do. And like we mentioned, Thrive Cosmetics never tests on animals and has been Leaping Bunny and PETA certified as completely vegan and cruelty free. So it's clear over here. Like Brittany's lip gloss. It's clear. It's clear who the brand for us is.
It's crystal clear. And it's also the giving back piece.
Yeah.
The fact that for every product purchase, they're helping a woman in need thrive by donating funds and products. Everyone needs products and funds are needed too.
We love it here.
So you can start thriving and help women in need today by going to thrivecosmetics.com/bravado for 15% off your first purchase. That's Thrive, CAUSE, medics.com/bravado for 15% off. Listen to me. It's spelled a little differently.
Yes, it's cause, like a cause.
For a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
That's thrivecosmetics.com/bravado.
Yeah.
For your 15 buckaroos off.
15%. 15% off. This is perfect, y'all. Get in the holiday spirit. Get your gift sets. Get over there now. So, Ev, you have some you have a great sense of fashion.
You do.
She has a great sense of fashion, ladies, okay? I'm like, okay, the girl.
The pieces hit.
The pieces are hitting. I'm like, the pieces and the fits. I'm like, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
So, in addition to you having this great sense of fashion, you're also really into sustainable fashion. Where does that come from? Like, how can the girls be more sustainably fashionable?
But still fitted.
Yeah.
I want to be cute, but sustainable.
Yeah. She wants to be cute, sustainable.
Yeah.
And her ass needs to look good in the sustainable fits.
I will say this. Like, a lot of sustainable fashion brands are expensive as fuck. But you know what's not expensive is shopping secondhand and going to thrift stores or, you know, Depop or whatever it is and buying shit that's already been created, that's already been used, but still looks just fine. You know what I mean? You can wear that and look cute and not be adding to sort of this like endless consumer chain of just buying all these new things. Mm-hmm. And I think for me, like a lot of, I mean, I just love my oversized shit. So I'm always looking for like, you know, vintage t-shirts or like sweatshirts or whatever it is on these sort of sites, and not even realizing that I'm like being this like sustainable person, you know what I mean? Like it really is more so sometimes on just like the style tip. But it is a sustainable practice at the end of the day. And so I think it's just like being more aware, and also just like finding the alternatives, and just being cognizant that, like, you know, do we really need all of these new things? Which is something that I still have to remind myself all the time, because I love buying shoes. But, you know, finding that balance of just like, okay, well, you know, these things I can buy from a vintage store, but, you know, maybe this one thing I'll buy like brand new. Just having that sort of balance in mind is key.
Yes, if we want to be on this planet a little while longer, y'all, we got to start doing our part.
Yeah.
Part is key.
Because it's real.
Exactly.
It's real. It's
You know?
real. It's real. You know what else has been real? 2020. So 2020 came and pulled the rug from under all of our feet. I mean, we all hit the motherfucking ground at
Feet
the
up, ass
same
down.
time, and we got rocked. And we saw you hitting the pavement, Ev.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Yes.
You were out there. You were with it, and we appreciate you for that. But how has self-care looked like for you during this pandemic? Like, what have you had to do to be like, hold on, gotta take care of myself. This is what it is.
You know, it has been a struggle, because we're technically supposed to be like in our damn houses all the time.
Right.
And that alone is draining. But I've definitely I basically was able to do the things that I was sort of already doing, just in a bigger way. Like, you know, I would already go on road trips. I would already do these little nature trips. And because of just how everything is, I was able to do that more frequently. You know, I went to like Yosemite like 3 times this year, which is crazy.
Take me with you if you go a 4th.
Right.
If you go a 4th, take me with you. I'll be waiting.
You know what? We might just make that possible in 2021, but we'll see what COVID is looking like.
Right.
But, you know, making that time to just go out into nature, to reset myself, because that's honestly the biggest reset for me. Even just going outside, taking a walk in the neighborhood, riding my bike, whatever it is, making sure that I'm doing those things have been such a huge tool, along with just like, you know, regular shit like meditating and journaling and therapy. Woo! Shout out to Rayanne. That was my therapist.
Shout her out.
I actually started going to therapy this year. I started in like August or something, and that shit is so life-changing. Everyone needs to be fucking going to therapy.
Nice.
And it should not be on some reactive shit like, oh, something is like so wrong with me that now I need to go to therapy. Like, we should all be doing this as a preventative measure and for our own mental health.
Yes.
But the way that it is talked about, it is so reactive, and I really hate that about just the mental health conversation in this country. But with that said, I found her on Open Path Collective, which provides low cost therapy. You just have to buy like a membership that I think is like $60 or something, but it's just like a one-time fee, and then it allows you to contact any of the therapists on their platform. And like, I only pay $50 for therapy, and that is a blessing, because I could not afford to go, you know, with a regular fee, which I don't know, is like maybe $150 or $200 that she charges.
Yeah.
So yeah, that has been a huge tool. We love therapy.
We do.
We recommend therapy.
We do.
Everyone should be in therapy. So please, if the only thing you get out of this interview is I should go to therapy, that will be enough for me.
Oh, there you go. Get it.
You know what? I need to tap back in with the therapy tip, because I didn't think that therapist was aligned with me.
Yeah, finding a therapist important. Is like dating. Honestly, truly, the first one might hit, but it might not, and you have to recognize, you know, you're not really a good fit for me.
Yeah,
and that doesn't mean I'm not going to date or go to therapy, but I'm just going to find someone who's more aligned.
Yeah,
you definitely have to date around, because it's got to be someone that you are absolutely comfortable with, you know, being totally vulnerable to. And with her, I will say I got really lucky, because in Open Path, you can search by like race and ethnicity. So of course I was looking for a Black woman therapist.
Period.
And I stumbled on hers, and I think she had she had listed like Black and Latinx, and I was like, oh wait, this is too perfect. So I emailed her, and literally the next day she emailed me back like, yeah, I'm available, whatever. So we had a consultation. I was like, oh shit, okay, no, this feels good. She's the right one. We started our sessions, and then I like asked her like, okay, so what is your background? And she was like, oh, I am Black and Latina. And I was like, oh shit, This was literally divine intervention, because this is exactly what I was looking for.
Oh, you see, so finding those therapists is basically, well, I'm just gonna say, don't settle for the wrong dick, because that's what it's like. Okay,
Germany.
Don't settle. Don't
you
settle.
Are insane.
Get the
you
one you want. Get the one you want.
Yeah.
Get the one you deserve.
It's important to get the one you want and that you deserve, and that will fulfill you.
Period. Okay, because I was settling for one that wasn't the one I wanted.
I too. Yeah, I started my therapy journey in August too, and after about 2-3 sessions, I was like, it's not really a vibe. It's not a vibe, and I haven't taken the steps to find a new one yet. But that's on my to-do list.
Open Path Collective might be the way that we.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna listen to them, because I've heard about them multiple times from multiple people. And they've really found some good therapists for cost efficient.
I'm gonna tap in with that too.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Thanks for that, T.
I had my question. I don't know, we're backpedaling, but I like it.
Yeah.
Hike Clerb. Why not club? Yes. Why Clerb? Like, I love Clerb, but like, what is that? Give me tea.
Well, the whole thing was just supposed to be this like light-hearted, fun, warm, inviting thing. So I was like, why not name it something that I already say amongst friends and joke around with? So that's how Hike Clerb came to be. And it is also such a distinctly different name than any sort of like white hiking group.
Yes.
They're not calling themselves Hike Clerb. So it was like a very sort of intentional cultural moment to call it that.
I love that. That's so cute.
So cute and fun.
It's like Clerb. That's how I say it to myself.
That's exactly how I say it to myself too.
Oh, see, perfect. And also, I've seen that Hike Clerb is coming out with some sustainable merch.
Oh.
Yes, we are. We are coming out with this really cool shirt that we made on a t-shirt that's made out of recycled cotton. So
I love it.
Look out for that very soon.
And that's how you walk it like you talk it.
Alicia would love that.
She would. Good gift. We'll be getting it as a gift for a friend. Hopefully she didn't hear that piece.
Right.
Turn it off here, Alicia. I think that's it. This is really cute and fun.
Ev, you are so cute.
Yes.
You really are. And we really appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to chat with us. But can you let the homegirls know where they can find you on socials? Because I know they want to know.
And how to join the Clerb.
Yes.
Clerb.
Yes. So you can find me at Eve Meets West. It's spelled exactly like it sounds. You can find Hike Clerb at Hike Clerb. You can also find us at hikeclerb.com. And if you want to join or be a part of the Clerb, there are so many different ways. You can tag us in your nature pictures. You can follow us. You can show up to our events when COVID isn't being a bitch, and we're doing that. You can donate to us through our website. You can write to us, whatever it is. We have so many different ways to kind of support us and to be a part of our community. So there isn't just a one size fit all.
We love that. Ev, also, I want to say congratulations that Hike Clerb is a nonprofit organization that happened this year, right?
We love to see it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, congratulations. And I know entrepreneurship and this journey can be daunting and it's tough, but you're doing such a great job. We see the work that you're doing for Black and brown women everywhere, and it's necessary work, and we're just so grateful to be connected to you. Keep doing your shit.
For sure.
Well, thank you all so much. This was such a pleasure.
Yay. We'll chat soon.